Hey, brothers and sisters, what's up? This is the Reluctant IB back again. News and views on the news, further documenting the fall into obscurity of the Afro community. And what's worse yet, the Instathots, the BAW, are just on a daily basis corrupting any positive image that sisters may have hoped to gain, at least on the international stage. All right. Now, a brother, I don't know if he want me to put his name out here, but a brother sent me some research to do on the Porta Potty thing in Dubai. And I was like, what? And so as I was looking over it and what was going on, a lot of things started to make sense. Now, here's the issue. These Instagram models are promoting themselves based on the thirst of dudes. But thirsty dudes that don't got no time but to sit up there and look at Instagram models all day and then post them on Facebook and say, oh, ain't nobody better looking than this. All right. Dudes with that kind of mentality usually don't have any resources or anything. All right. So what's the next step for an Instagram model? Well, they're putting themselves out there. They're advertising themselves, and not in a positive way. When they come on the scene as Instagram models, they're saying, well, you know what they're saying. We know what they're saying by what people are doing with them who has money. So that's where we get into this video with. All right. So first, let me shout out to everyone. Hovorten hardu gudag. Ola oitu de bang versus los bonjamizmi. Kedu bawani konnichiwa. Ni hao ni ama. Sani bonani. Jambo habarigani. Assalamu alaikum and shalom. All right. And this is real. Remember, this channel has been, and I was like, I was trying to think, what is this channel really doing? It is documenting. This is a documentary of the Afro community and how it is falling further into disgrace by way of the BAW and her thirsty little simp. You know, all these dudes that post up these pictures. Now, I post them up for a purpose. One, I want us to get tired of looking at them. That's goal number one. Goal number two, I want you to understand that these are women that do not give a F about the Afro community, their image, or the image of Afro women as a whole. Three, these women are all about money by any means necessary. AKA how they became Porta Potty in Dubai. All right. There is no worth to Instagram models. It's the reason I don't know how to work Instagram to put my videos up there. And then I looked at what you could do. It's not created for thought. As far as mental hubris, it's created for thoughts. As far as what we're looking at now. All right. But this is crazy how this is working out for the Instagram models. And nobody should want to be with one, especially one that has traveled overseas. Period. If you find brothers, let me just say this. If you find an Instagram model that has traveled overseas, I wouldn't mess with her for this reason. They are now being called porta potties. All right. And so for those of you who don't know what a porta potty is, we went to the Urban Dictionary because we need to get the real definition, which is, the blue and green portable toilets. Blue and green portable toilets. A porta potty is a portable toilet. Why would the people, and I'm going to put this Urban Dictionary definition in the description box because you need to read the whole thing. For reasons that I'm not going to mention here, I did not put the whole definition plus example. I put part of the example, but you need to go to read this, right? So we have a porta potty, a roll of toilets. Why would the people of Dubai call Instagram models and these BAWs that's going over there a roll of blue portable toilets? Well, the meaning behind what they do to these Instagram models is very direct and is in line with what you do to a porta potty. All right. So that's the first definition. The second definition is the one that is of interest for this video right here. All right. An expensive escort, expensive escorts bought by rich Arab and European men to go on yacht parties for $30,000 plus a piece. In reality, these women are brought into these boats to get hit on and the other thing on, hence the name porta potties. It's easy to identify one of these women by the pictures they post on Facebook. If a friend of the female kind is always posting pictures of shopping sprees in Dubai, has a folder with nothing but pictures of her and her friends on a yacht drinking champagne in any UAE or St. Tropez area, she's a porta potty. Can you say wow? Then they go on in Urban Dictionary to give give you more insight. Fun fact, some well-known porta potties work at the Spearmint Rhino in Las Vegas. And then in a sentence, right, they go on and say this. Did you see Tiffany's new watch, car, handbag, shoes? She just came back from a trip to Abu Dubai and looks great. Then you got Joanna. I'm so jealous. How does she even afford these things? After all, she doesn't have a job. I've never seen her work a day in her life. Wow. Now, I want y'all to understand something. Remember the credit card commercial where they say priceless, right? The BAW, this Instagram stuff, and anybody, whether they're BAW or not, but I deal with BAWs because that's the community I'm in. All right, but anybody that deals with these, right, you got to understand, these women took something that was priceless and put a value on it, a monetary value on it. In other words, when they think, oh, they done moved up, no. They have put themselves down. They are sinking. They are falling. All right. And the wall is going to hit all of these, but the wall is going to be even worse. Because as this information is coming out, and it's important for other brothers to understand what's really going on. Why is it important? Well, it is important because we don't want to mess with anything that's been a porta party. So now we have to suspect any woman that has traveled outside of the United States. In the lab, when we in the plasma centers and all the rest of the stuff. One of the questions they ask on the thing: have you been in Germany or Europe from such and such year to such and such year? And they ask this question because of Creutzfeldt-Jacobs disease, which we come known to, which is known as mad cow's disease. And if you remember anything from mad cow's disease, it was called that because the cows, as they got up in age, their brain wasted away and they became mad, couldn't stand up and stuff like that. And some of the beef got on the market, right? And out of fear that these are symptoms that may develop in people's 90s, they said, we do not want to taint the blood. Well, all this stuff that these Instagram models, these Instathots, all the stuff that they're having done to them, we shouldn't want to have anything to do with an Instagram model. Period. Whether, especially if you're an athlete or stuff, their only goal is money. They're vain. They're greedy. And in all of this, they have shown how worthless they really are. Think about how worthless you are when somebody can compare you to a porta potty. All right. And so now we're looking at all these differently. How did she get the money to go through school to become a lawyer? All right. Would you want this woman representing you? She is a qualified lawyer. All right. I would not want this to represent me in a court of law. Period. There's something to how you get there. And how she got there is going to be suspect. And it is going to, if she is in court, she has already put her client a leg down because she's popular for being this and possibly a porta potty. They're thinking, how did you get the money to pay through law school? Well, we know how she got the money. That's what they're going to think. These women will run around and say for black women, they want black women, this, that, and the other. No, they don't. Because in what they're doing, they have slapped the image of the so-called black women down into the gutter. Porta potty, you're below the gutter. All right. So now when we look at these, we can look at these and understand that these are probably the women that these men that just had their own major way with, as far as nothing being out of bounds that they could do in and on these women. And they thought it was going to be a big secret. See what I mean? And let's not get it twisted. All these feminists want to be on the, well, only certain feminists want certain women to be on the front line so that they could get rank, so that they could be in charge of things. right? Because they got a foot in the door, and now they want to take over the military. And this is what's taking over the military. I'm pretty sure one's Army, one's Air Force. The Air Force is the one with all the guns and ammo and stuff on her. All right. And you could tell by the uniform, right? Now, understand this. There's no difference between them and the swimming pool model down at the bottom right. But here's the thing. These are women claiming that they want to fight and get promoted and be general and this, that, and the other. And I'm sorry. I don't care what anybody say. Anytime you have a woman that's the general over combat arms, you now have a weakened military. Notice I said over combat arms. Because there's a difference between a doctor and a dude that you want to save your behind with bullets and stuff, and that's able to carry ammo and a body further, faster, quicker. That's why these women and these simps need to hit that wall. All right. Utter destruction. And the Afro woman is looking bad by things that are happening that are not her fault. But part of the reason she's looking bad, because nobody is standing up and saying these things, calling these things out, judging these women, letting them know that they're the trash that they don't think they are because they got money from people that did all manner of wickedness to them and abominations. These are the abominable women that the scripture have been talking about for a while. And we should not tolerate them in our society. Not if we're going to be a spiritual society. Not if we're going to come together again. As we start to wake up and decide to come together, we got to understand that certain things we do not allow within our ranks anymore. This is one of them. So like, share, subscribe. When you subscribe, click the bell. All right. And don't forget, my donation link will be in the description box. All right. Along with the emails and along with information from the video and links in the videos. All right. So please check the description box. With that said, I'm out.